Hello everyone, I'm Tremayne, and this is going to be me talking about the DC Universe streaming service. Yes, finally, we've got some decent information about it, and if you hurry up now, I'll actually put the link in the description box, but they're doing a beta testing of the site in August, and so they're going to be picking people to do the beta testing for it. So I hurried up and went out there and submitted my email. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of spam and junk Warner Brothers email. It'll be worth it if I'm part of that beta testing. And it looks good. They don't have a lot of original content. I knew that going in. I'm hoping it don't cost a lot of money because a lot of the stuff that they're gonna show is stuff I've seen. I'm old enough where I've seen probably everything that's back catalog. Either I have it or I don't have it because I didn't want it. But the show, but it looks good, and I can see me bored, like I'm in a barber shop and I ain't got nothing to do, and so I might go on the DC Universe and watch an old episode of Batman or Wonder Woman or something just to pass the time. So it's going to have all the animated movies, well, most of the animated movies from the DC Universe, as well as all of the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. I think it said it's going to have the Christopher Reeve animated series that I actually don't have. I only was able to find the episode where Wonder Woman guest starred in one episode because that was floating around. But I would like to get the rest of that animated series, or actually see it. And it was based on the Chris Reeve movies. They're gonna have all of the Batman movies, the Nolan trilogy. They're gonna have a lot of things. The things, of course, that I'm actually subscribing for would be the new stuff, which I know for quality purposes will take a minute. So DC Universe will be the home for original live-action series, including the Titans. I want to see this show so bad. I need a trailer yesterday. I'm. Please don't mess up Starfire. Please don't mess up Starfire. Now, some people got mad because Starfire's black. Then the original creator said she was supposed to be black anyway, but for whatever reason they made her orange. But the character was originally going to be black, so cool. So Starfire is going to be on the show, and they show some behind the scenes stuff where she looked like she was like some 70s pimp looking chick. Not a pimp, but the hoe. It was bad. But I still have high hopes for this show because the actual promotional pictures that are professional look great. Hawk and Dove, Robin, the show a couple other people look really good, and so I'm looking forward to the show. Raven threw me off a little bit because she's younger than I thought she was going to be on the show. She's like the youngest person on the show. But if they're doing the Trigon saga, you got me right there. And they're bringing Doom Patrol on too. Doom Patrol has always been one of my guilty pleasures. Like, I've been following Doom Patrol since the beginning. Like, I'm not old enough to have been when it first came out, but when I was going to comic book conventions, yeah, I was getting them Doom Patrol back issues, and I've actually picked up every Doom Patrol series that ever came out except for the new one, which I actually do have, but I haven't read them because I don't have the time I used to have to just read comic books. So the comic books I read are the ones that I'm most excited about. From what I like, flip through the Doom Patrol books I got, but it looks like it's a story that's a slow burn. They're introducing the character slow and stuff like that. Looks like they're taking more of a Grant Morrison approach. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna wait until I have time. Like, I had jury duty last Friday, and would have been a great time for me to like sift through comics like that, or if I'm getting my tires changed or something. That's when I read like a book like Doom Patrol. But Doom Patrol is just like the Defenders over on the Marvel side, where it always gets canceled. Always gets canceled. But it always comes back. And I used to always get every version of Defenders, and every version of Doom Patrol. But, I need them to do better, and I think having this live action series will actually get the job done. So, Negative Man is going to be black, and usually it's a white guy or a white woman, but it is what it is. They just announced who the chief is. I can't remember who's playing the chief. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's gonna take too long to look for it. But they're gonna have Elastigirl, the Chief, Negative Man. They haven't announced Robot Man, but I can't imagine any Doom Patrol series that don't have Robot Man. So it's gonna happen. They just ain't announced it. And Cyborg is gonna be on the Doom Patrol team, which is different because we know that it was actually Beast Boy that was a member of the Doom Patrol, not Cyborg. Or maybe Cyborg is going to be the replacement for Robot Man, because what's the point of having Cyborg and Robot Man on the same team? So Titans, Doom Patrol, a new live action Swamp Thing. The other Swamp Thing that came out years ago was a little campy, but I enjoyed it. But I have a feeling this will be a much more serious take on Swamp Thing. I don't think they're going to go the comedy route again, because this is DC. They love being serious. Harley Quinn is getting an animated show. I think that'll be fun just because of Harley Quinn. I'll watch it. In the Young Justice Outsiders, as a fan of DC animation, I, along with lots of other people, have been waiting for this show for years. So yes, based on Young Justice Outsiders alone, I was going to pay for the service just to see Young Justice. I have season 1 and season 2. I'm definitely going to be watching season 3, even though I'm not quite sure who some of these characters are. Like who's that floating chick on the team, but or the guy in the green, or that red person. So I only recognize Katana, Metamorpho, and Nightwing. And so that's the new stuff. And then I'll read it to you what it says is in the library. In addition, the streaming service will offer a vast library of past titles, including TV series The Adventures of Superman, Batman the Animated Series, Constantine, The Flash, the 1990 version of The Flash, because we know the current version of The Flash is on Netflix, so that deal, I'm sure can't, they don't want to conflict it. And then Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, and the Wonder Woman series, including film titles including the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, the Christopher Reeve Superman series, and the animated films Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, Green Lantern First Light, and the Wonder Woman animated movie. So also, because I went on the DC Universe website, they're going to be having comic books on there too. So the site will have a comic book reader on it, and as a member, they'll have a select group of comics that you can read, which I'm sure will grow over time. I'm just hoping that they don't do it where they only might show you issue 1 to inspire you to go get the rest. Hopefully it will be like I saw a bunch of Titans book on there. So if you're gonna watch, the Trigon trilogy, Trigon Terror trilogy, whatever it was, then you get to see it all. I already have it, but I even have a graphic novel of it, the Judas Contract, that too. So that's it for the DC Universe. So if you're a fan like I am, I do suggest that you run out there, go to their website, and get on their mailing list. And hopefully in August we will all get a request to be a part of the beta testing, and fingers crossed, so we can see at least the first episode of Titans or something, because we need that in our life right now. But It beta tests in August, and it starts in the fall. So probably by at least October, November, maybe even September, we'll get the full version, even if we don't get on the beta testing. So yes, I'm a nerd. Yes, I love comics, and I love DC and Marvel. But right now, Marvel's killing it in movies, and DC's killing it with everything else. So thank you for watching. And I have some more things to go over, talk about. I'm gonna switch gears and start talking about some music. And thank you. Have a good day.